Version 1.4 is just around the corner for Zenless Zone Zero, and there's many things to be hyped up about, especially Miyabi for me. Bunch of new endgame modes, bunch of quality of life updates, brand new banner system, so on and so forth. It is the best update for Zenless Zone Zero so far. It's almost like Zenless Zone Zero 2.0 at this point, and it's great. But today I'm here with a question, a simple question about the new combat overhaul with separate ultimate system. It's actually a really nice update. I always hated the way ultimates was shared between everyone, so you had to choose which character you were going to use it on, which isn't a really good feeling. But also up until now ultimates wasn't really interesting anyway, because your ultimates were actually your EX specials and the ultimate is just some extra thing on the side. With this update, ultimates actually becomes an important part of your character's kit and your rotations, but there's one problem. What about energy recharge? I mean, there's such thing called energy recharge in Zenless Zone Zero, but first of all, energy recharge only exists as a two-piece effect of a drive disk and also main effect of your slot 6 drive disk. Since now ultimates are separate for each character, like how it should have been since the start of the game anyway for me, how are we gonna manage decibels? Because here's the thing, currently every character requires 3000 decibels to use their ultimate, and since each character generates their own decibels now, and off-field characters gets 50% of that decibel generated, how are we going to manage that everyone gets their ultimate ready for the DPS window? Because it's not like we can build some characters with full energy recharge just to use their ultimates and swap out. You need to grind decibels for every character. Currently, there is two types of teams in Zenless Zone Zero: standard stun teams and no stun anomaly teams. When it comes to non-stun teams, it's not that big of a deal, but specifically for stun teams, you sometimes spend more time on your stun character than you do on your DPS. So how are you going to recharge decibels for your DPS when you finally stun the enemy? Currently it's not that big of a deal since ultimates are just some different versions of characters exist in EX specials, but in the future when we start getting characters who have special ultimates with special effects, how is it gonna work? Like I said, separate ultimates should have been the way since the beginning. That's how the game should have been released. But the thing is, it didn't. For a matter of fact, they probably never even considered such thing because currently it doesn't synergize with existing design of the game. I believe this is going to be just the beginning for the new decibel system. With the upcoming patches, they will probably make some adjustments with it. Maybe changing required decibels for ultimate for some characters, or maybe a complete drive disk overhaul where you can get substats that increases your decibel generation somehow. But that being said, decibel system will probably just going to suck in 1.4. Unless with 1.4 they also increase your decibel generation rate by like 3 times or something. There will be many negative feedbacks about it, and I'm just hoping due to negative feedback devs don't just revert it back to current system out of fear. But I'm just hoping in the future with the upcoming updates devs will actually work on it and make it more playable and enjoyable for most of the teams. But yeah, that's about it.